Well, folks, it is the morning of day 4. I just drove the side-by-side here, about 16 miles to this spot. Took me 45 minutes, I think. That's where I saw the nice buck yesterday with Cody, and a bunch of does. So, gonna give it a whirl here, see if we can get on them again. Cody and my dad went to the other side of the mountain to look for elk. I came this way. So we're gonna get hiking into this spot and see what we can find. Wish us luck. See 4 deer on the other side of those trees. I can't fully tell what they all are yet. There's got to be a buck there with them. Well, those does started walking away from me. Didn't see the buck. However, I then started following them over the next little ridge. And about that time, when I started moving, heard a gunshot way across the opening. Heard a bunch of hooting and hollering. So I got a feeling the buck I was after is probably dead now. So I guess we just keep hunting, try to find a different one. It's just the way it goes. Congrats to that guy, I guess. What do you do? It is official. The gunshot I heard was that of the shooting of the buck it was after. Somebody else got him. So I gotta find me a different deer. But anyway, I'll throw a picture up here of the buck. Went and talked to the guys. Very nice guys from Denver, so congrats to them. Anyway, I'm gonna go find a new place to hunt for this evening. dusty out here, eh? It is the 4th evening, I think. Gonna go back to a water hole that I found scouting. Saw a few bucks there. Nothing big, but at this point I'm not sure how picky I'm gonna be. So anyway, gonna get hiking and get set up on a ridge over there, and we'll see what comes out. I'm set up over this water hole where we saw a few bucks scouting. So it's really calm. It's been warm, so I don't know if the conditions are favorable for deer to come out to the water or not. I did see some fresh elk tracks through here too, so that'd be pretty cool if a bull elk popped out. It'd be pretty random, but it'd be cool. Got about maybe an hour and a half before dark, so we'll see what comes out. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty bummed this morning when I found out or heard that gunshot. I kind of knew it was the buck that I was after. And it bothered me for a few minutes. And finally I just decided I'm gonna go down there and see if them guys needed a hand or just at least congratulate them and see the deer they got. It just turned out there a dad and a son that they were super excited about getting that deer. And after talking with them for a few minutes, I was almost instantly no longer upset about not getting the deer myself. I was genuinely happy for them. It's just the way hunting goes, especially on public land. So, we'll just keep hunting. Well, folks, short hunt tonight. Sat at the water hole for a little while, just 15 minutes before dark, and they should have been out by then, you know. So I got up, walked out, hunted my way out basically, and once you know it, got cut off by 2 different hunters. One of them wasn't even wearing orange, carrying a gun, no orange. Kind of irritating. So yeah, night 4 is a bust. Tomorrow's a new day. Well, folks, just finishing up some coffee here. I decided I'm gonna go sit out behind camp here and hope for one of the bucks that my dad saw a couple mornings ago. Hope for one of them to come by. If there's anything I learned about this unit, the deer are very unpredictable. So it's just a matter of being in the right place at the right time. So, I'll head out back here in a minute. Hopefully we see a good one. Cross our fingers. Daylight now for half an hour or so. Saw a doe and 2 fawns right at first light. I mean, it was dark. I could barely see them. They were down in this little clearing right there, kind of walked up and over that ridge. According to my dad, those bucks have been coming the same way. So I'm just gonna sit here for a while at least and see if they pop out. If I'm being honest, I'd probably shoot any legal buck right now. A nice big one would be awesome, but I'd like to take some meat home too. We'll see what happens here the rest of the day, and otherwise tomorrow's our last day. Well, it's midday here. Day 5, I believe. Pretty much only have a day and a half left before we gotta head home. Cody and I are gonna hike up this trail here, go check out a whole new mountain. Maybe find some elk or a deer. Who knows? Going for an adventure. So, we'll see. Cody and I split ways. Hiked in here about 3 miles to this big giant meadow. There's a cabin or a trapper's shack or something way up in here, but we're gonna see if we can't find some elk or deer back here. It's quite the hike. hang out for a while and wait for evening to get here. See if anything comes out of these bushes. Gonna go down here, check another water hole for any kind of sign. I just went up over there. There's a really big water hole. Fresh elk tracks and deer tracks up there. So I'm gonna go check one right down here a little ways, and we're probably gonna set up somewhat close to here to where I can still see this whole valley. A whole bunch of clouds are moving in. It's the first clouds we've seen all week. I'm hoping that'll get some animals up and moving early. It's cooling off too. Didn't find much down at this other water hole, so I'm gonna go back up here and wait for the wind to switch. Hopefully it switches. Maybe we'll get lucky. Just got really calm all of a sudden. Gonna get set up here and see if anything comes down to this water hole. Sitting right on this water hole. There's a lot of sign right around here, so what the heck, right? Finally spotted some elk. Let's see here. They're only about a mile away. Can't even tell what's what over there. There's a few of them at least. Unfortunately, they're pretty sure they're on private. We'll keep watching them and see what they do, I guess. Oh man, there's at least 8 of them. I couldn't fully tell. The whole line of them. Oh, there's more than that. They're still coming out. Way over there. My camera don't zoom that far. Boy, they're right on that hillside. Pretty sure that's public where they are. Yeah. Dang it. I was gonna go over there too, but instead I came this way. Well, folks, it's our last morning here. I came back to a spot where we've seen a bunch of does and some bucks. Cody and my dad are gonna go try and find an elk. Last night we left them elk that I found. That was about 3 miles into a spot. And they're real close to private, so kind of just letting them be. So here goes nothing to the last day. Try and fill my deer tag at least. Got a beautiful sunrise coming up. Just found some mule deer. They're a ways off. And of course they're right on the edge of public and private. I'm gonna sit here a minute and see if I can spot a buck. Hi, you guys. I was just driving along here. Saw a couple does. Kept going a little bit, and all of a sudden a buck popped out. I jumped off the Honda and popped him. Dropped him right in his tracks. Oh, it happened all so fast. Oh, let's go check him out. He's not real big, but at this point I just wanted to fill my tag, you know. There's still another deer over there. Let's go check him out. There he is. Looks like he's down. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I was praying and praying every day. And he finally brought me a buck. Last day. There he is. Get some meat in the freezer, that's for dang sure. Kind of like my buck last year I got in Wyoming. Heck yeah. I'll take that deer. Like I say, last day we were gonna head out right away tomorrow morning, so we got all day now to take care of this guy. I couldn't be happier. Well, I'm gonna get to cleaning this guy, take a couple pictures, and get him out of here. Head back to camp. Well, guys, I got my buck all loaded up here. Gotta get my pack closed up, and I'm gonna be on my way back to camp. It's been quite the adventure out here in Colorado. Was hoping for a bigger buck, but you know what? The way this happened, I was so excited. It happened so fast. Is this, you know, in the moment, last day, and that's what I do this for, you know. It's just, if it doesn't get your blood going, you know, you shouldn't do it. This one got my blood pumping for sure when I popped around the corner and he was standing there. And I'm just so thankful that I was able to harvest this deer. So Anyway, thanks for watching again, and we'll see you in the next video.